New tonight, a program at the Denver Women's Correctional Facility is trying to prevent recidivism by helping those incarcerated become better mothers.
Denver 7's Jessica Porter visited the prison and spoke to one mother who says the program was life-changing.
Oh my goodness. It's a calling that I never knew I would have.
We met Jenny Dean Schmidt in the library of the Denver Women's Correctional Facility, where she guides women from a much different background than herself who've been found guilty of serious crimes.
I'm unafraid of these women because once I get to know them, I see that they're mothers who love their children just like me.
Jenny has taught over 150 incarcerated women through her faith-based program, Forever Moms, with the goal of ending the legacy of incarceration.
To teach the mom, to teach her parenting principles, to reconnect her to faith, to lift up her value, to reconnect her to her child.
The Prison Policy Initiative found 58% of women in state prisons are parents to minor children. Most are incarcerated for non-violent crimes related to substance abuse. That's how Josephina Patton, a mother of two, ended up in prison.
I felt like I had really messed up and I didn't know how I could be a part of their life still, and I had a lot of shame and guilt. I missed out a lot because of my addiction.
Josephina told us about her 11 and 2-year-old boys at a park just blocks from her sober living home. She shared how Forever Moms became a place to connect with other moms about the one thing she truly cared about.
In prison, you kind of feel like you got to be tough, and I didn't have to be tough anymore. I could let my guard down and say I miss my kids and I don't know how to be a part of their life right now.
Josephina says the conversation starters she was taught turned her relationship around with her eldest son.
That really helped me with my older son because I couldn't get him to really talk. And so I started asking these questions and we started going to hour-long visitations and full of conversation.
Jenny shared the prison outreach course book that each student receives.
The first 4 sessions focus on the mother and what she's been through.
Over 8 weeks, the curriculum covers relationship building, faith, education, finding a job, and substance abuse resources. The 9th week is a graduation ceremony. Jenny says they're achieving results. Just 20% of the moms in her class reoffend after being released, compared to the national average of 50%.
Some people watching this might think that women who are incarcerated don't deserve to be moms. They don't deserve that second chance. What would you say to them?
If you don't interrupt this cycle of crime and shame and brokenness, the child's going to end up the next one in prison.
Children of incarcerated parents are 6 times more likely to become incarcerated themselves.
In our class, just as an example, I'll say to the mamas, do you have a relative who preceded you into prison? And about 90% of them will raise their hands. So it's a legacy that we're trying to bust, that we don't want these precious babies to end up in prison like their mamas.
Josephina is now 18 months sober and is proud to be employed. She spent Christmas with both of her children and talks to her son every day.
And my son tells me that he's proud of me. My baby doesn't know me yet, but my sister tells me he's going to thank me one day.
Jessica Porter, Denver 7.